Good afternoon, back to trench video series. This might be the last day of digging this trench. There might be additional trenches. Spoiler alert. But we're going to try to finish up this today. Got maybe 12 feet. So we got to do one section and then figure out a partial section, I guess. So I think today's going to be mostly time lapse. So let's get to it. So very early on in one of these videos in this series, I had mentioned that there's the only quote unquote utilities are sprinkler system on the property. I had mentioned that we'd probably run into a pipe somewhere along the way. So here's two pipes. So I'm going to dig underneath them. Or I've already dug under them, if you can see. And then just to mention, yesterday, those two rocks were in the trench. Well, they were underground and happened to be in the way of the trench. So I pulled them out. So you never know what you're going to run into. Go back to time lapse. Gluing time. Back to time lapse. Alright, a little detour for today is to take this middle buster implement back off. Seems like more of a topsoil scraper than a middle buster. Shouldn't take long, so I guess we'll do normal. Instead of time lapse, take these pins out. And that's it. Last two things for today are the backfill in the 10 feet furthest from us. Back here to about there or so. And then caution tape it off again. Go back to time lapse. You can barely even tell where the trench was, which I guess is good. Gotta figure out the final connectors here, what I'm gonna do. Thinking right next to that post right here, but it's a little short, so I have to extend it a little and then put a 4x4 in there or something and figure it all out. That's for another day though.